What's going on, everybody? Today I'm going to be showing off Berenica, who's one of my favorite characters from Duet Night Abyss. This video's not sponsored. I'm just going to show you what she does. It's kind of the same thing as my HSR videos. In my opinion, she is one of the coolest characters too. She just uses a one-handed sword, and her animations are pretty cool. But one of the cooler things that she can do is use her skill to cover a wide range of area and just slash absolutely everything in that range. There are some builds with her that you can use to basically maximize this and be able to just like spam the ability, which cuts up enemies and destroys them pretty quickly, makes you feel real strong. Her ultimate is where she pulls out a consonance weapon, which is an extra weapon that is attached to her kit, and this will allow her to throw ranged attacks that do high damage as well. So you can kind of, like if there's aerial bosses or things like that, you can just slash, and with the build we have set up, this will be maintained longer as well. It drains your energy, or it's called sanity in this game. It drains your sanity very quickly, the same as spamming your skill would. So our goal with this build is to fix that. For those of you wondering how to get Berenica, it's actually quite simple. So throughout your gameplay, you will get these items called secret letter clues. This is a currency to use in the shop for some of the obtainable characters in this game, and Berenica's in this shop. So once you have 10 of these, you can go over to Berenica and you can buy one or more secret letters of Berenica, and they will actually have a drop chance based on rarity. So the highest tier rarity is the gold prize, and there's a silver prize and the bronze prize. If you get the gold prize, you get 10 shards. Silver prize, you have a chance to get 2 shards or to get this essence gelatin, and then this one you get a chance to get a clue, weapon manual, or combat melody. So ideally you just need to get up to 30 shards of her and then you can unlock her. Very, very simple. So buy a couple of these. Once you buy a few of those and you're ready to run, you go over to Snow at the commissions. You go over to commissions, covert commissions, character, and you can choose capture is a pretty easy one because you just have to defeat an enemy and then go to the exit. So you do that, you get a secret letter out, click Berenica, and then you confirm, you run the mission, and at the end of the mission, you have a chance to get these shards. So that's how easy it is to get her. The toughest part will just be hitting the drops, but the actual missions themselves are not very demanding. So should be fairly easy for you guys, especially if you have friends to run it with. So I'm gonna go here to one of the highest level end games in the entire game. I'm gonna turn on a ton of rewards, and you're gonna see some enemies with ridiculously high HP, and we are just going to spam demolish them essentially. Let's go ahead and wait till a bunch of enemies group up here so I can showcase what Berenica can actually do with a strong build. Look how many enemies there are. Now, I want you guys to basically pay attention to the sanity in the bottom, or you can just look at this. This is kind of insane. It's kind of hard to look away, like, oh my God. But specifically, check down under sanity bar right now and see how high her sanity is. It just keeps restoring every single time we slash, and we're just absolutely demolishing everyone, doing high damage. It seems to be no issue for energy or sanity or anything like that, and you can just spam it. It's great. The same thing applies to her ult here, her buff on Q, and you can just slash everything. Wow, there you go. I mean, dude, this is so satisfying. And it does not look like we're doing a ton of damage, but you can see the enemies terminated is going up pretty quickly, and for a game mode like this, the speed at which it's increasing is actually pretty good. I also haven't been using the GDmon here, so let's do that. Our sanity's still absolutely maxed, even though we're spamming this ult combo. We're gonna try and clear out the rest of the enemies here. Holy, yeah, we are just demolishing them. So now we need to lock onto this guy, and his HP is draining slowly but surely. You can see it. Our sanity is draining now because there's only one enemy, but there you go. That's it. Really crazy, guys. It's so strong, and look at all these blueprints we got too. Oh my God, dude. But yeah, that's Berenica. So if you like a character that's really spammy, that looks really cool, feels really cool, and is honestly, like, I just like her design a lot, Berenica's great for that, and she handles lots of mobs very well. I will say doesn't feel the best for bosses, but for missions with tons of enemies, she just absolutely demolishes them, especially if they have high HP. You're going to be able to do this forever, you guys. So what I want to do next is kind of show you what the build I'm running is. I don't actually know that this is going to be the best thing for her, but I will show you guys my version of the build, so that way if you guys are unsure of what to do with her and you liked my build, you guys can copy it to a T. So we're gonna go and check out the demon wedges first. I'm running on Berenica, Nihility, Midnight Sun, Blaze Morale, Scorch, and Wings. Now the reason I'm running these, you can actually just see their buffs. We obviously want that skill damage and skill duration up, and Umbro attack because she is Umbro. Then this gives some attack. This gives us more sanity cap, which lets us hold more sanity, so even when we're out of enemies, we still have a pretty big gas tank. Skill efficiency is going to make it so we use less sanity. I'm fairly certain that's what it does. If not, I will update you in the next video. Here I've got skill damage, and it also makes it so that when an Umbro character consumes sanity, which is us using our skill or our ult, we gain stacks that increase crit chance. So this will allow us to stack up that crit and just absolutely demolish people. Honestly, this crit chance gets up so high that we end up over capping a bit. Illusionary Sacrifice, Prime Morale, Blaze, Spectrum, and Onslaught are the last 4. And then for this middle one, you can kind of just choose whatever you want, whatever feels best for you. But yeah, this middle one can be optimized a little bit more. Now, I hadn't mentioned this yet, but her skills are maxed and her Intellitron is maxed as well. So we are getting all of the buffs for Berenica, and her skills are doing the max damage they can, aside from Demon Wedges, which can be improved from where I have them at. Yeah, here I'm using Remnant Reminiscence, which, if you don't know what it does, is it increases her attack range, and it makes it so landing a crit with this weapon has a high chance to restore 3 sanity each, can trigger once every 0.5 seconds. So this really helps you get sanity back very quickly, and this is just the one that I opted to use. Now, when we go to Demon Wedges, I've gone with Celerity +5 for the attack speed, more attack speed with the Fenrir Wheel of Illusion. I like the focus here for the attack and crit chance, and then some more attack speed buff, spike attack, crit damage, and attack range. So those are what I'm going with. I can't promise you those are the most optimal, but I like them a fair bit. Now, on the advanced account, there is a bit of an issue where like it doesn't have all of these unlocked on some weapons. So in the meantime, I'm just using Celerity, Impetus, Holdover, and Impetus Focus on these 4. But I mean, there's more slots. You can probably just auto-equip, to be honest. And that is on the pistols, Blue Current Pulse. Berenica is a one-handed sword and dual pistol user. Those are going to be her strongest weapon combos. And then on her Consonance weapon, which is her summoned weapon here, Tremel, which is going to give a higher trigger possibility for her ultimate ability, an attack speed buff, crit chance, and attack range. Now, the attack range one is kind of up for debate whether or not you want to actually use it, because you could also take crit damage or attack bonus, and that would also be pretty valuable here. It just really depends. I think attack range is comfy, but with that said, you do more damage with the crit damage one. And if you guys are wondering what the trigger possibility is for, it's actually for Introns 6, which can help you get extra sword waves. I only wish that I knew more about this game. As for the Genimon I have active on her, I don't have a completely maxed out one, but I am using Umbrealf here, which deals Umbra damage with their support button, increases morale, and passively increases Umbro attack for the entire party. Like I said, guys, there are probably better ways to build her, but as of right now, it feels like this one's pretty strong, and I really like it. So if you guys want a copy, feel free. Either way, that's basically what Berenica does. Now, there are some cosmetics that are tied to her and her weapon. It's not a lot. It's kind of the same cosmetics that every character has. So there's like the Starry Hope's outfit, which, you know, open back, holy, you know. But one of my favorites is actually a sword cosmetic, which isn't exclusive to Berenica, but you can actually pop on this Tough Love sword. It's actually the one that's featured in the store right now. If you go over to the shop, it'll show 94% off. Wow. And I think it looks great with her. I prefer to use that, but you guys can use whatever you want. And one other fun thing is that the cat ears cosmetically look really great on her because they start off white, so it kind of just like blends in seamlessly. So you can have a cat girl Berenica. Overall, I really do like this character and her kit. I think she's a lot of fun. She's very active, so if you're someone looking to kind of like AFK missions and not work as hard, you will still have to be pressing her skill button a fair bit, but I think she's really fun, and I like the power trip of just slashing everything and never running out of slashes forever, and then when you use your mirror, it just feels so sick. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this Berenica showcase, and if you want to see more characters, let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe for more Duet Night Abyss. Follow on Twitch at twitch.tv/Brax if you guys want to play along with me, and I'll catch you next time.